what is going on? Oops. We were supposed to be doing that. There we go. Oh, that is not on the right channel. You are supposed to be properties. Nope, not that one. Link. Display capture. There we go. We are supposed to be doing properties, display 2. There we go. You were supposed to be doing that. Alright. So let's get this show on the road with a 3, 2, 1. Or not. Oh god, is it going to make me freaking... No, it just freaking...
And,
there we go.
We've got a very special guest today. Can you guess who it
Got the
is?
Ninja Turtles freaking pinball machine?
In case you guessed, Brandon Cutler, because he's sitting right beside me.
What's up, everyone?
You're right. So what do we got today, Brandon?
Well, that's a new one. That's not even the one I know.
Playing a little bit of D&D today for the show. Is that what we're doing?
Because yeah, that's the screen on it. Because the one I remember. Hey, Kara.
For the first time in my life as well, actually.
Ninja Turtles is known for that. I guess Deadpool's behind that. That's that. The third one I can't tell. It's blurred out a little bit.
Right? Oh, it's what it looks like when I look at my sheet. Yes. So tonight it looks like we're gonna get an exclusive, never before seen look at what we're doing with the console game. Some pretty cool stuff there. A behind the scenes special look at some of the things that go into what makes our game and what we've done.
I'm a behind the scenes kind of guy.
Yeah, usually that's on like the DVD extras or you unlock it within the game. But we're just gonna give it to you guys just by tuning in and checking out our show. We've got some good casino game news, in case you guys are wondering about that. And wow, Ref Aubrey, she's come through again in a big way.
Pre-alpha
She's
footage.
got more updates and maybe a little bit of a sneak peek on the GM Simulator game. We're gonna look at this console game that are being produced by our friends at Ukes Japan.
Let's reel them in.
Yeah, reel them in, because that's
Play the reel. Show the reel.
This is getting real awkward.
Fact.
Speaking of real awkward, fuck you and your fucking ads. I swear to God, I'm gonna start using an ad block.
So as most people know, we are currently at AEW working on quite a slew of video games. Currently, right back there, DDPY, Comeback Studios, we are working with Ukes. Ukes is doing their damnedest to get you this game as quickly as they can, the best game possible. They're working in there.
I'd rather you guys just get the game done as best to your ability. Not quickly is not the issue.
So like when Sheeta comes in and hits with stick, that's gonna be you guys. So that's freaking cool, right?
If you had told me a couple of years ago, hey, you're gonna be helping with sound effects for a video game, I probably look at you and just say, you're crazy, bro.
Just to be involved in something that so many people will touch it and play and enjoy, something that'll last essentially forever. Like there will always be a copy of it, so now you have your hands helping create that.
Specifically what they're doing is an audio capture, and not of just 20 lines or 50 lines. We're talking literally thousands of noise. They want they want
You don't really have to go through a table when you're recording the sound of someone going through a table. So we're just merely breaking stuff, so you get to have a little bit of fun.
I definitely didn't know what I was walking into. I didn't know what you guys wanted us to do or how we were gonna do it. So it was definitely a learning experience and a lot of like really cool to see how it's all done.
Just the absolute attention to detail that we're putting in.
Walking around, I'm the feet that you're gonna hear. I'm actually pretty excited about that.
We were doing front bumps on the outside of the floor. A lot of impact noises that were done outside of the ring on the hard surface outside.
Ooh. I love kendo sticks. They're very fun. I love Sheeta and her stick. That is great. Getting to replicate that is super cool. The game itself is going to be absolutely revolutionary.
But I would say if you expect anything, expect a brand new experience. That's what AEW was from the first show to now. It's always a brand new experience. Expectations are perhaps the most high for any video game in wrestling ever, and they should be.
Cut. Good job.
What?
Wow. See, I had
oh my God.
See,
I
I have
haven't.
no idea. When you make a
I
game,
tried to get
that's
like
how you go about
WWE
making the
2K20.
sound?
I
That's
was
how
like,
you
ah,
do it?
God, I hate that.
Did you know
I
that?
wanted like that game.
Did you know that?
I
Do they
did
do that
not.
for D&D? Is
No.
that how they make the sound for that one?
I, as the DM, have to make all the sounds for
You got to
everything.
make that. That's not how we do it for the console
Nope.
game. You guys saw how we do it for the console
We
game.
record legitimate
And you
sounds.
got
Jeez, the pinball machines have full-on color
No,
screens now.
Charlie,
I haven't been in an
Charlie
arcade
does
in
everything,
years.
A little bit of everything.
But like, you remember how they only had that pixel display? They had to get real creative with that shit.
He does it.
And then some of them had the backward screens, but now they have a full-on LCD.
I love filming BTE and always just
Man,
like
I would actually
capturing
like to see that
moments
Ninja
behind the
Turtles
scenes.
pinball
I
machine,
can
man.
appreciate moments like
Help
that.
me, Leonardo!
I don't just
Help
appreciate
me,
it.
Raphael!
I love it.
Dang.
Help me,
Lives for it.
Michelangelo!
I live and I breathe for it, and I'm gonna. Quite frankly, I'm kind of dying for it. So, are you dying for it?
Oh yeah, we're getting that much closer to the release of this game.
The guy that's going to be in a explode. He's
me,
literally going to be in an exploding barbed wire
work
death
is
match
being
with John
done.
Moxley
Yeah, we're
at this year's
consistently-
Revolution.
we're always doing work,
Revolution
guys,
is
and,
8.
trust me,
They only do
every-
4 paper.
every
Yeah, I
week,
miss
every
arcades
2
too.
weeks,
Like
there's something very cool that
I
get
meant
to
like
look at,
working in
to
one was
review,
an
and
experience,
to
but I just
edit
missed the feel of the
and
arcade. I
assess,
missed that so
and
much.
we're
We
making
did have a Miss
little
Pac-Man
tiny
machine.
steps forward every time. We haven't had any setbacks. We haven't had any hurdles.
Yeah,
Every
AEW only
time
does
that we
4
have
pay-per-views
these
a year.
meetings,
Their
we talk about
WrestleMania
what
is
we've
Revolution,
produced
and
and
that's
what
coming
we've
up
come
next.
with. It's
March.
always been a step in the right direction. Luckily.
And you don't want a cyberpunk situation, am I right?
No.
Oh!
We don't want a cyberpunk situation. We don't want to make sure.
Fuck! They called that shit out.
Yeah.
All the glitches out.
We
Oh
want to make
fuck!
sure we get as many glitches
They
out
called
as
that
possible.
shit out.
Someone's gonna find a
But
way to
yo,
break our game. Everyone always
you like, don't ever fuck. That's the new benchmark of fuck ups.
What we hope is
You
that
don't want to
there's
fucking cyberpunk this shit.
quality, a measure of quality.
Just like what was it? I think it was Sonic 06. Sonic 06. Like finally, Sonic 06 can be put to rest. Now,
AEW wrestler or
Cyberpunk is the game you don't want to be. You don't want to be fucking compared
yeah,
to.
we're
That's
gonna
how
make
bad
sure
that
this
shit
thing
was.
gets done the right way.
What
So,
kind of creator wrestlers did you always make?
well, I always tried to, as realistically as possible, make myself.
There you go.
I always try to make some of my favorite superheroes. I try to make I try to make creations that I wished I could have had in my backyard league.
Oh, nice.
So,
there you go.
You know, none of us were tall guys in backyard.
I've
you
been
know?
guilty of making some of the X-Men. I tried making Colossus on
Yeah.
No Mercy before.
Speaking of Colossus, we got him right behind us. Can you see him? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. He's in
He's
the
right there
Deadpool
next to
game.
Deadpool.
Yeah, he's there. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, creator wrestlers working. Hopefully, yeah, that's gonna be. Hopefully, we're gonna take a deep dive into that eventually. But for now, all we can do is say that we're gonna have it, and
Okay.
hopefully, we can make.
Rand, what's going on?
Whoever you are.
Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk is a dead.
Who's first
It's just dead in the water.
Well,
I don't think there's any saving
Wrestler
that.
named Jacked Joe that I'd make.
Like-
He's just a guy that got beat up and wore pretty much all.
Okay, just a pause because I work in retail. Cyberpunk is so fucking broken that we had to take it off the shelves. We cannot sell Cyberpunk anymore, and we had to refund it. So I think Cyberpunk is done. I don't think you can fix that game. No Man's Sky was pretty bad, but they eventually fixed it. But this one, I never had to take No Man's Sky off the shelves. I've only ever had to take. That's the second game. The first game I had to take off was the Star Wars Battlefront because of the loot box controversy. The loot box controversy was so bad that some countries were outlawing loot boxes, so that game had to be taken off the shelves for at least a week so they can remove some of that shit. But they eventually did put it back out. Yeah, your save value got too big. There's way too much shit that can go wrong with Cyberpunk. So I had to delete that game off my PlayStation because 1, it took up too much space, and 2, it was fucking busted. So yeah, I think the less said about that, the better. So let's get back to this. But yeah,
all the bandage things that come in the
you
game.
look like a crash test dummy guy.
Pretty much.
I think
that,
Cyberpunk
and
is
then
done.
just
I don't
made
think that
them,
game can ever be rested.
Psychotic and
There was
like
way too
suicide
much
dive, big
way
top
too much
rope,
hype behind
flipping
that.
moves to just go crazy.
Way too like they fucking put
And,
Keanu Reeves in it.
Self-destructed pretty much.
Pretty
every
much,
match.
yeah. That was,
Self-destructive.
yeah,
Yes, that's a
one of
good
my
way to put it.
go-tos.
Well, I can, from first-hand experiences watching some of our stuff, geez, some of these dives are looking spectacular. Some of the spills you can take, they're looking brutal. So
Holy
Jack
shit.
to Jill, was it Jack?
Jack Joe.
Jack Joe. Jack Joe. But yeah, we will have female wrestlers, as you know.
Hey, there
so
we
Jack
go.
Joe and Jack Jill
I
can
can
certainly
finally
be in the game.
make him a
fuck that up so
counterpoint.
bad.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
I don't
I'm
think
thinking
that
I
the
might
CD
do
Projekt
this.
Red. I think they're done.
yeah? Oh, there
I
you
don't
go.
think you.
That'd be a
I
good
don't
game.
think
But I'm gonna
anybody
treat
will
them like
ever buy
Jack
another
Joe.
game from them.
Come with
Just
the
because that was such a
trumpet and pancakes.
colossal fuck up, and how
Yeah.
how two-faced they were about it. They tried to
Needs to
stop
come out
people
to
from
Power Rangers
showing
games,
the
that's
game
the
footage
one
before the
with
game
the
came
tweets.
out.
Well,
So and they
we'll
were
see
just
if he
yeah.
gets entrance music.
I don't think nobody's gonna trust CD
He might
Projekt
get- he
Red.
might
So
really
that
get
company's
actually
shot.
admit-
Can we have people preload it?
He might, well, let's see if we can preload him. He doesn't get an entrance in this game.
Nice.
All right. Moving on now. Let's take a look at, oh boy, here we go.
What do we got up next?
The one that everyone's been talking about. You know, the GM simulator. Everyone wanted a GM simulation game.
Did we?
Can tell you that Aubrey is working.
I don't
around
remember anybody
clock.
asking about
She
that.
worked
I think
around the
we
clock
want a GM
to
simulator,
give you
maybe
guys a
GM
little bit of a
simulator
sneak
in
peek,
the
a little bit of a
within the
teaser video
AEW
into
game,
What to expect with
like a
the
GM mode, but not a separate
fasten your
freaking,
safety belts, folks.
not a
We're
separate
going to
freaking
take
phone
a look
game.
at something that Aubrey has packaged for us. GM simulation coming up right now.
Ah.
This Friday.
Fuck you with your fucking ads. I'm not getting paid for this shit, so fuck off. I'm gonna start
Hey
fucking
friends,
watching
it's
this shit
Aubrey
with an ad
Edwards,
block.
Project Lead and Elite General Manager, bringing you an update from our dev team. Today we'll be taking a quick look at the player stats and how they affect the game. We're starting off in the roster menu. Here we can see all the
Brody
wrestlers
Lee is
available
still
to
in
listen
it.
to our show.
Oh.
Each wrestler in the game has their own stats.
That, you know what? I might
expanding
try
wrestlers,
give that a
you can
try
view
just because of
detailed
that.
descriptions
Since
of each of their
Brody
stats
Lee
and
passed
how they
away
influence
last year.
The outcome of a match. Wrestlers cost different amounts, and those amounts are based in big part due to their variation in stats. During the match simulation, the game takes each scenario we set and calculates the results. Once all the matches have been simulated, we can head back to our roster menu. Taking a look at Darby, we can see that his popularity has increased. While this is great, we need to be mindful of his stamina. This is just a sneak peek. For more details of the core gameplay and how player stats can affect the game, you should make sure to check out our full video at youtube.com.
I wish it was visually a little bit more impressive. But, you know, it's a phone game, so...
Whoa.
What can I say?
Man, I gotta
Aubrey
say.
pulling through. Aubrey always
Like,
pulling.
having some kind of GM mode in your wrestling game so that like the wrestlers could actually wrestle and then you can so you can actually have something to watch. You could create your own show. That would be neat.
That this game has.
Our style looks great. I love how the arena is looking too. Like we're getting a little bit more of a taste as to what this thing is going to look like, how the matches are structured, how how weapons are incorporated, how to select your character. You can contract. You see how you contract the wrestlers? You have
you got like your spending
certain
points. And
wrestlers
stuff.
cost more than others.
Heck yeah.
And
how much would you think you cost on a 1 to 100? Would you be the Michael Jordan, the 99?
I would be up there. I would think. I would be at if I'm not 100, I would think I would be at least a 100 or so.
There you go. Yeah, 101, you'd be 100.
Here's the best thing for Brandon Cutler fans.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure no matter what allowance you're given, you can afford a Brandon Cutler on your roster.
I like that. I
You
should
can
be
G-
on everyone's roster.
You can
then,
manage
right?
the hell out of Brandon Cutler.
Hell yeah.
Everyone is going to have a Brandon Cutler on the roster. I'm not sure if it goes by win-loss record, but if it does, that would make you probably the best bang for your buck.
Right, exactly.
Right?
You could probably get me for, on a scale of 1 to 100, what would you say, Kenny?
I mean, close to a 0.
All right.
Whatever, that would be like a 1.
I
right?
should be the free space
Aren't you
on
on
a bingo
wait,
card,
no,
right?
No. You're
What the fuck, man? I love that Brandon Cutler is just rolling with this shit. Because he spent like the first year of AEW just losing. He had like a 27 loss streak or some shit like that. So at least he has a good sense of humor about it.
Okay, so
When he finally did get that first win, it was a big deal.
You've got Brandon Cutler on your roster.
And this is GM mode.
That's-
So you want
that's still
to prove you're
fucked
the best
up,
GM,
though.
right?
You do.
If you could make Brandon Cutler your world champion, you've
Popularity.
beaten the game.
Your
Let me tell
popularity
you.
goes up. You know you've got at least before the show, you're after the show.
He really
you're
said
at the
that
arena
shit.
first, You're leaving last.
He knows he's not. He knows he's not the most popular guy on the roster. It's a shame, but like he's a good. He's a good worker. He's a damn good worker in the
The
ring.
Italian stallion. you are.
It's like, hey, if you can somehow
Really,
make me the
Italian,
world champion,
Italian,
you
yeah,
beat me.
Brandon Cutler.
Take it. All right. Not Italian.
Speaking of games,
He's a
hey,
stand-up
look,
dad.
console game, general
mobile
manager
game.
Oh my
mobile
God, that was
games.
hilarious.
Mobile games aren't done yet. We got one more. Do you remember?
Yeah,
that
because
one?
that's what gamers
Casino
want.
one?
We want mobile games.
Starred in the commercial.
Kenny, you know what kind of freaking audience you're talking to.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out what that freaking game is in between them.
Show.
So we know that it's Turtles and it's Deadpool, but I don't know what the third one is.
Mark in your calendar.
He's got one of the old. Okay, he's got one of the old school pinball games to the right.
Something like that.
I'm not sure what that one is.
60 days, Kenny.
I said
Under
something.
60
Okay.
days.
Don't put words in my mouth, Brandon. Okay. Well, now I can say, looking at my agenda planner, I can say that this game.
Do we have a release date?
I would rather they not rush the release date.
An actual date?
We got one.
Not a ballpark.
Not a ballpark.
Not in a week. Not in a month. No,
No.
60 day.
Nope. So I've got it written down and I have it confirmed. We are releasing this game. It's looking like. Okay.
More ads.
Okay. All right.
They really fucking time the. Okay, from now on.
But if you want
we're,
to write
okay, we're putting
essays
fucking
that
ad blocks
inspire-
on this shit. That's fucking annoying as shit.
February 26th.
Oh, the casino game.
Today's the 25th. Does that mean tomorrow?
You know that's what it means.
Tomorrow!
We are releasing 13 casino games featuring your favorite AEW athletes tomorrow, February 26th.
What kind
Download
of casino?
this game.
Out of the 13 games, how many can you list?
I know. So many of those 13.
Oh, yeah?
We're talking blackjack, shuffleboard, canasta, air hockey,
So
ping
there's a
pong,
cas-
beer pong. I have no clue. I don't gamble. I don't know any. You can
I
play
don't gamble.
cards.
Okay.
Yeah, poker.
And you whatever the ones
There's
with
a lot
the
of
cards.
different card games. Poker.
Dominoes? Is that what? I don't know.
Blackjack.
Slot machines.
Slot machines.
Yeah.
I love slot machines.
Okay, I know slots. Okay, so there's for sure slots. There's for sure blackjack. There's for sure poker.
There you
There's,
go.
Okay.
Maybe roulette. Roulette.
Heck yeah.
they
Love
definitely
roulette.
roulette. Yeah, that's where the craps probably.
Always bet on
Black.
black.
Yeah,
There you
baby.
go. Now you guys know your first
Okay.
bet.
And once you bet on black, you never
go
go back. Woo!
At least the casino thing is consistent with the
That's
theme of
how I know.
AEW.
So
Because they have like
guys,
casino battle
your first
royales.
piece
Yeah, Double or Nothing is one of their
in
Double
this
or
whole
Nothing.
production that has been AEW games.
It's Double or Nothing,
First
All In,
ever
All
digital
Out.
release of an AEW game happens
Revolution,
tomorrow.
Full
And that's
Gear,
just the
like-
start. Big
but-
things to come with the first release.
Their
of the
very
game.
first pay-per-view, I think, was
General
All In,
Manager mode
so
probably to follow, and then
it's always been thematic with
the
them.
coup de grace, which would be our console game, which we hope to have more information for you guys next time. Again, this is going to be an ongoing thing. Unfortunately, this is where we must say goodbye to you, Brandon, because we always cycle in our guests.
Exactly.
So we hope we had a lot of fun. But tell these people, as much as we love our AEW games, where can we see you aside from Dark?
You could find me
Tell
on
'em. Tell them, because I know you do.
Being the Elite
find
every
me on
week.
Being the Elite.
Even if I'm not on it, I'm filming it. You can find me on Twitch playing games, which I can't wait to play
Yeah.
some of my AEW games.
Watching these wrestlers fucking play Among Us, that's like the only reason I was ever interested in it, because like they made it look fun, because I'm watching these wrestlers fucking shank each other in these games.
Playing games that you can also check out.
So they get to let loose some of the personalities they don't do it on stage.
Among Us. We play a lot of.
Which one do you play?
Among Us.
Among Us. Yes, you play Among Us. I thought you said in a weird way, humongous. I was like,
Humongous.
I don't know that
Does
one.
sound like it, yeah.
Humongous. We play humongous.
Humongous.
So you play Among Us.
Big,
and
big.
what's the crew there? It's you.
Among Us,
Me,
Among
Colt,
Us,
Evoluno,
Among
Leva,
Us.
Yeah.
Excalibur, Chris Harrington.
Trent, right?
No, Trent's on the D&D side.
Oh,
of it.
Oh,
good-
okay.
The good friends, the best friends, are
Yeah.
usually on the D&D side of it.
Gotcha. So yeah, a lot of ways to see AEW talent, and a lot of ways to interact with us, a lot of ways to play with us, against us. However,
It's
you
funny
guys
because
like
WWE
it. Yeah.
keeps trying to take like.
And
Now they're
until
saying
next
now
time,
they're
folks,
controlling the
that is
Twitter. I think
all
they're not
for
allowed to take pictures in
AEW
front
show.
of in front of brands and shit.
Not yet.
So
I
like
just
they're
wanna
just
remind
like
you guys-
slowly just grinding away.
Suspending professional sports and closing
Fuck, are you
casinos
serious?
wasn't easy.
And they just threw in yet another ad. Couldn't
play
help
the casino game
themselves.
when it comes out. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know much about gambling, but this is a good way for me to learn and have fun while doing it. Because hey, I might even see myself there. And let's face it, I like to hear the sound of my own voice. I like to see the sight of my own face.
Nice.
So, till next time, with more exclusive updates, footage, and late-breaking news, must bid you adieu, goodbye, smooch, and good night, ba-bang.
Wow. Okay. Well, that was not even. Yeah, didn't get anything out of that at all. All right. Well, except for the casino thing coming out tomorrow, but I'm not a casino player, so yeah. Especially if it's using real money, I'm gonna steer clear of that shit because I got a lot of problems as it is. I don't need a gambling addiction on top of that. I might as well get alcohol for that purpose. All right. That was it was very meh. Seems to be that kind of a thing. It seems like Nintendo Direct fucking blew everybody's mind with one Mithra Pyra and then finally with Splatoon 3. So everybody's like, well shit, we gotta do something. So Sony shout out that Direct that was 99.9% stuff they've already talked about in their previous one. And then we have this where it's like, hey, this casino thing is tomorrow. And no gameplay footage of the actual console game. Like, well, we can show you that people are taking bumps for the sound effects. I appreciate that, but that wasn't significant enough. I'm glad I didn't stop. I'm glad I didn't drop everything just to watch that because I would have been kind of mad. So at least this way it's over and done with. All right, that's like 3 different shows. I did like 3 different freaking streams today. Busy. Doesn't look like Squid Game has anything. Oh, wait a minute. The Salmon Run. It's got the Bamboozler. Fuck. It's got the Dually Squelchers, which my main, and the Dapple Doolies, but the fucking not on that stage. I think I might skip that one. That one's not looking too good. Might play that one off stream. Alright, but I gotta go get something to eat because I haven't actually eaten yet. Nice. So, tomorrow's a new rotation, right? I think so. The current rotation is... Yeah, the Splat... What was it? The Spy Umbrella, the Dapple Doolies, the Dually Squelchers, and the Bamboozler. And that's until 1 a.m. tomorrow. And then 7 a.m. It's the Nautilus, the Tetra Dualies, the Carbon Roller, and the E-Leader. Not the scoped one, though. So that's actually a better... You get a roller and a real charger. So that's actually a better weapon set. And it's on spawning grounds, though, so that could be a problem. Spawning grounds. That's where the where High Tide separates the two, if I remember correctly. Marooner's Bay can get pretty rough, especially because you don't have a roller. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeesh. All right, like I said, I'm gonna go get something to eat because I am a little bit starved. I can't wait too late. So I think that will be it for the time being as far as streaming goes. Tomorrow, I believe I have a full shift. Oops. I don't even think it's a full shift. I think it's like a half shift. Yeah. So they cut an hour and a half. Like, it would have been an 8-hour shift, but they cut an hour and a half. So still, but then I'm off for 2 days. So, but I think that's when I'm going to start trying to get the rest of this room figured out because I really do want to start. Using some of this, some of the VR stuff. So I've been sitting on that for far too long. So I really want to get that started. But again, I also just want to finish cleaning up this room. But also so I can get more space. Also more space to see if I can do the VTuber stuff. Because while playing Vadiajamis is fun, I would much prefer to create and play my own avatar rather than one of the default avatars from the rig. It's a nice 3D one, but we'll see. Might have to commission somebody for that. Either way, I will be wrapping this up. So Rand, Caramel, Faison, I don't know if you're still watching, and Blue Phoenix, thank you for all your help with medieval Dynasty. So I will see you all tomorrow in some way, shape, or form. I did pick up another game, but I'm gonna give that a shot later. I still need to figure out if this is gonna be. Yeah, it looks like the streaming is all right. So it must have just been that hiccup that I had in the middle, because Streamlabs just likes to do that. All right, have a good night, y'all. Take it easy.